With Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. There may be no better atmosphere in all of baseball than Game 1 of the Fall Classic, Singy. Lots of excitement to get this thing started.
Yeah, and the players feel that just as much as the fans. You're down there with goosebumps, and these players are just trying to stay in the moment. But I'll tell you, for the home team especially, it's so hard not to be emotional and hyped up with all the energy in this building right now.
And on the other side, of course, you're looking to swing home field advantage your way with an all-important opening win on the road. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. Towing the slab in today's game, Kevin Gossman.
He's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
Here's a speed threat, Justin Dean. And that's off the inside edge. So we're off and running in Game 1. Next pitch is downstairs. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
2-1.
Strike 2. And misses inside.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. And a swing and a miss. And one gone.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit, and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Here's Mookie to hit. Line drive, and that's base hit out into left center field. So a man aboard now with one away.
Batting third, first baseman, Freddie Freeman.
Here comes Freddie Freeman up to hit. Yeah, there's the strike. Betts over at first with one away. Inside corner at the knees for a strike.
Well, he's gotten ahead with 2 pitches down in the zone. He has plenty of options right here. He can go up, he can go away, he can add velocity, he can subtract.
And the 0-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. That misses. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees.
Batting fourth,
Will Smith
Will
to the
Smith.
plate. That one outside.
Ball 1.
And that is ball 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Barker makes the grab, and that's the third out. So one hit is all they get. Now the Blue Jays will get their chance. No score. Back here with my pal Singy. And starting this one, Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What should we keep an eye on here?
Anytime you have 5 pitches to work with on the mound, that repertoire can be a real weapon in terms of keeping hitters off balance, man. It's one of those things that I'm going to be looking for in this one. Does he have a feel for all of those pitches, or is he just able to get 1 or 2 over in the strike zone where he wants? Now, it's tough to do to be able to command all those pitches, but if he can, he is going to be very tough for the opponent today.
George Springer leading things off and takes a strike. That's a little high. And the count is 1-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
There's a strike. And it skips in the dirt. That one at 95 missed up top, and the count is filled up. And a pop-up, right side, foul territory. And in foul ground, he pulls it down, 1 out.
Batting second.
Let's check out the lineup. Here's what they came up with for Game 1 of the World Series, Singy.
Yeah, they're hoping they piece together a winner. Historically speaking, the team that wins this opening game more often than not goes on to win the World Series. Today is a day to come storming out of the gates.
So up next, Nathan Lucas. He swings and fouls one off.
Here's a bit of a scouting report on Yoshinobu Yamamoto. He's athletic, has elite flexibility, kind of like you, Boog. He's got good strength, an ultra-fast arm, and exceptional movement patterns. He's tough on hitters, that's for sure.
0-2.
Swing and a miss. He swung over top of the curveball.
I got to think that was the plan all the way.
Third.
He set him up with a
First
high
baseman,
fastball and then bury that curveball down low to get him swinging. Now, especially with how effective pitchers work up in the zone these days, that's a devastating combination.
Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And that one fouled off.
Ball 1. 1-1.
2 outs, base is empty. This to third. And the Blue Jays go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for Toronto in the first. We'll go to the second from Rogers Center with no score. Game 1 of the World Series. Here's Teoscar Hernandez. Gosman back to work. That one fouled off. Gosman, a 6'2 righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Kicks and deals. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. This park is absolutely electric for this game. Such a great postseason atmosphere. 0-2 now. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
Nothing like the drama you get in the postseason, Boog. Love being a part of these games.
Next offering is downstairs. fouled off, and they'll do it again. Fouls it off, still 1-2. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
That's off the inside corner, and that's ball 2. Gets a piece and stays alive.
I'll tell you, with pitch counts being such a big consideration in today's game, an amazing fight at the plate like this ends up being incredibly valuable. Running that pitch count up, no matter what the result ends up being, he's going to get a lot of high fives in the dugout.
Swing and a miss, and he got him. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get him the strikeout.
Well, that splitter out of the hand, it just sort of jumps on you, and your interpretation is, here comes a fastball again. Well, it never really reaches because the bottom falls out of it and you swing over the top, and that's why they call it a split-fingered fastball, because it looks like a four-seamer.
Here's Max Muncy, that funky Muncy. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Gausman, he gets a lot of swing and miss, and he keeps the ball in the yard. Not to mention the fact, not too many hits either. One down, base is empty. On the inside corner for a strike. Even some of the best guys in the sport are going to give up home runs from time to time, and he's an exception.
Yeah, and even with those home runs, if you're throwing strikes and keeping base runners off the paths, then those home runs are solo shots. But to this point, he hasn't had to worry about it.
2 outs, base is empty. And here's the veteran outfielder, Enrique Hernandez. Fastball is outside. You look at what the elite guys do. They strike guys out, they limit walks, and they limit the ball going out of the park.
Yeah, all you want is a guy like that. Take the ball every 5th day, go out there, hand it over to the bullpen, perhaps in the 7th inning or later.
That one finds the zone, and that is strike 2.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
On the ground to the left. Slings it across, and the Dodgers are set down in order. Dodgers go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd. No score. And we're back. Bottom half of inning number 2. Here's the catcher, Alejandro Kirk. He is at the top of the game in terms of defense at the catching spot.
It's so impressive because these guys have to do so much study and preparation for their pitchers, for opposing hitters, and really their #1 job is to guide that staff through a ball game. And so when you also can turn it up offensively and be a force there, that is a win-win, every manager's dream.
And Chris, beyond the fact that he's so incredible defensively, he also can swing the stick.
One ball, 2 strikes.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout.
Batting fifth, center
Dalton
fielder.
Varsho next up for the Blue Jays.
Varsho.
Fouls one off out of play, back to our left. Nothing here in the bottom of the second. That's down and in. Patrick Johnson behind the plate.
Patty Johnson the Sunbird, but I'd ask permission first before I called him that. Does a pretty good job back there. Occasionally we'll see a couple of sideways looks from players, but that kind of comes with the territory, right?
Fastball, and he gets out of the way.
Straighten him up a little bit.
And that one is in for a strike. Good pitch.
I mean, that's perfect location, right on the black. I mean, over and over again, this guy demonstrates the ability to hit those spots. They're so tough to do anything with as a hitter.
Strike three, and that's 2 in a row. Off to a strong start, Singy, as he's punched out 3 of the first 5 he's faced.
Well, he's definitely minimizing contact. He can get the swing and miss when he needs it, but he'll also keep the defense fresh behind him, allowing some balls in play as well.
Now at the plate, Ernie Clement. That misses. Ball 1. And another ball. That pitch in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Looks like a really good fastball today. You can hear that catcher's mitt popping. Looking forward to hearing a lot of that one in this one.
2 down, nobody on. That one pushed foul.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
2-2 on the way. Way high.
Full count.
So now 3-2. And that's ball 4. And that's how they get their first base runner of the game.
A great back and forth
Batting
and that at bat. He had to
right
play off some
fielder,
really close
Addison
pitches, and
Barger.
somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
Addison Barger stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. Fouled off left side. 2 gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 1 of the World Series. Oh, and he hit him.
I got it.
First and second, 2 outs. Here's Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. Pitch misses there. Ball 1.
Ball 1, no strike.
Two aboard, 2 outs. And that's whipped for a base hit. Runner around third. The throw's offline. He's safe. And it's 1-0.
Well, he comes through clutch with the RBI single. That was big. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Here's Andres Jimenez. On the ground to first, and that's just foul. And he's down 0-2 as he swings through it.
All you got to do is concentrate and execute this next pitch. Get yourself out of the jam, back into the dugout.
On the ground to third. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. No throw, and that loads the bases.
Now batting.
And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Popped out and fouled ground first time through. Just missed. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. On the ground. Whips it across. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's an early 1-0 lead. This is the World Series on the show. Back now in Toronto. And the batter now, Tommy Edman.
Tommy Edman.
Clips the corner, and that's strike one. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
0-2 is the count.
Inside. And the count 1-2. Down and in, moved his feet. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Next offering is down low. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a 2-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
One down, base is empty. And that's downstairs. And now 2-0. And there's a foul ball. One out, base is empty. Next offering upstairs. That's ball 4. Tried another fastball, but missed the spot.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't offer at it. Now he has somebody to worry about over at first.
Back to the top of the lineup, Justin Dean digs in now. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he threw that fastball right by him. Gives him a little bit of confidence, but in the back of your mind, you got to think, is he trying to set me up for later in this at-bat?
Tying run is at first. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Caught and missed. Struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Man, he stood no chance in that at bat. 3-pitch strikeout, swung through all 3. Tell you what, Boog, it's not a good feeling at all.
You know that from experience?
It's happened a time or two. If I didn't roll over on the first pitch, sinker to second base, then, you know, in there long enough, then I would, yeah, I've had a couple.
My guy hack-tastic. Here's Betts. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. Gausman throws over. Pages dives back in safely. Pages, the runner at first with 2 gone. Here's a rocket out to left. Nabs it, and that'll do it. So the Dodgers leave 1. They trail here 1-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the 3rd. And now for the Jays, Nathan Lucas. That's in there. Swing and a miss.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball, and out of that same tunnel, that splitter comes, and the bottom just falls out of it.
Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop 3rd strike.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end that just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
So up next for Toronto, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. There's the strike. Pulls that one foul. Next pitch is downstairs. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. And they add a run. It's 2-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Alejandro Kirk next up for the Blue Jays. And that's through there for a strike. In the air, right field. And it gets into the seats. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the last half of the third. And a good eye there.
I don't like to say he wasted a pitch. I think that was a purpose pitch. Change the eye level, have him look up. Now go back exactly where you want to go.
Up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Up next for the
Here's the center fielder, Dalton Varsho. Struck out looking at his first at bat. That's through there for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole. He's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Man at first, one away. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Ernie Clement next up for the Blue Jays. The walk and a run scored his first time. Off the mark there. 1-0.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
That's off the mark, and that's ball 2.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
Into center. And that'll fall for a base hit. Throw back in, holds the runner at third. Base is now loaded. Only one away.
Hitting is really easy for some guys. One thing that I can see already, his bat stays in the zone on plane for an extended period of time. And guys like that, they have a high contact rate and they have more barrels because of that bat being on plane. And even when you don't get it great, it's still hit hard enough to dunk something in like that in front of the center fielder.
Kirk, the runner at third. Varsho on second. Clement over at first with one away. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there. That one back up the middle, and it gets through. One runs in. Here's the throw. Save!
Oh, that's a big at bat coming through in the clutch to drive in a pair. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire field.
Here comes the skipper, and we're going to see a pitching change in this spot. Yoshinobu Yamamoto gives way, and he's on the hook for the runners at second and third, so looking for some help there. Back in a minute.
Now pitching for
Number 70 into the game.
Number 70.
Huge opportunity to add on to the lead for this offense right now, but we'll see what he has to say about that. He's going to have to make some great pitches to work out of this jam, though.
So 2 in scoring position with 1 out. Isaiah Kiner-Falefa up to the plate. RBI single his last time up. First offering, and it just misses. Got it started a little too early. Strike one. The Dodgers bullpen with some action. Edgardo Henriquez looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. 2 on, 1 out. On the ground right side, Edman. The throw to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. And the batter will be the shortstop, Andres Jimenez. Reached on an infield single his first time. And that misses. And it's 1-0. That one pushed to the left and foul. Two outs. The shortstop takes the ball. That one fouled off. 2-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. So 4 runs on 4 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On to the 4th now in game number 1. It's the Blue Jays 5 and the Dodgers nothing. Back here at Rogers Center, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Freddie Freeman. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
You know, these Dodgers, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases that are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
Liner, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he's got a leadoff double in the 4th.
Really nice job, a 2-strike hit and that at bat. I love the
Will
approach
Smith.
he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
And up to the plate is Will Smith. Fought off foul. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in game 1 of the World Series. That misses the zone. 1-2 to count. Fastball is outside. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Kirk makes the catch, and there's one gone.
Now batting, the center fielder, Teoscar Hernandez.
And next for L.A., Teoscar Hernandez. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. Strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
And now the count is even. One out and a runner at second. Top half of inning number 4. Tapped back up the middle. And Hernandez is out.
Now batting, third baseman, Max Muncy.
Here comes Max Muncy. Struck out swinging his first time. That's in there. That's strike 1. Fastball for a strike at 95.
And a bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
Base hit, left center field. Here comes Freddie around third. He'll score. Muncy into second. It's a double.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Here's Kike Hernandez. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. And look out as that one ran in and got him. First and second, 2 outs. Tommy Edman at the plate. And that is out of play. Muncy, the lead runner at second. Hernandez on at first with 2 down. Just misses with that one.
Just not taking the bait right there, but a good pitch with 2 strikes.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. In the air, right side of the infield. Guerrero makes the catch. And that is that. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. It's now 5-1. You're watching the World Series on the show. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in the long ball threat, George Springer.
Hitter, George Springer.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time.
Well, these Jays putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. Looking at the numbers, they've got 4 hits when they're behind in the count. That says these guys are absolutely battling at the plate and just not giving up, despite what the count says.
That one's upstairs, ball 1.
And if you're a manager or a hitting coach, you love to see your guys really fighting for every at-bat, every pitch. It tells you a lot about how they showed up to the ballpark today.
Swings and misses. Had him out front for strike 3.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Lucas at the plate and takes high there. Next pitch is outside.
Struggled a little bit in this one. Couple of strikeouts earlier, but doing a much better job in this at bat to get ahead and find a good hitter's count at 2-0.
And a fastball clips the outside corner for a strike. Outside.
He should get a pretty good pitch to hit here with 3-hole hitter coming up if he's walked.
High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Puts it away for the out. 2 down.
Now batting, the first baseman.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir
Guerrero
Guerrero Jr. He's already homered here in this one. And first offering is fouled off. Slashed foul down the right side. That'll hook off into the seats. Two down, nobody on. That misses the zone, and it's 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Two outs. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. Another homer. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add on. It's 6-1. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth.
A breaking ball on the inside part of the plate requires a hitter to stay really square with his mechanics. If you fly open with the front shoulder, there's no way you keep that ball fair. An outstanding job mechanically. He deserves that home run.
And next will be the cleanup hitter, Alejandro Kirk. And that one is lifted in the air. Reaching for it. Makes the catch. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And this is now a 6-1 ball game. Game one of the World Series.
Dodgers, right fielder,
and at the plate for the
Andy
Dodgers,
Pages.
Andy Pages. Gosman back to work. Check swing, and he went. And it's 0-1.
These fans have to feel good right about now. This series is not going to be easy, but they have the lead at home in game one. That brings the anxiety down a few notches.
Swings through that one.
Man, that's just a nasty splitter. Bottom falls out of it. You don't see a lot of guys throw that these days, but I tell you what, he's got a good one.
That one just missing inside. Now 1-2. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Dean in the box now. No balls and a strike. Liner to second and picked on the hop. And a couple of quick outs.
Now batting, shortstop, Mookie Betts.
And now it's Mookie Betts. 1 for 2. . That one ripped. Lucas puts it away, and that is that. Dodgers down in order. The lead remains 5. It's 6-1. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho.
Dalton Varsho.
Varsho, 28 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2017.
Well, these Blue Jays really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in, so I'd say mission accomplished.
Ground ball up the middle. Dives, and he can't hang on. No throw, and they come away without an out.
Now batting.
So a man at first, Ernie Clement. Next up for the Blue Jays. A walk, and he's also singled. Right through there for a strike. Nobody out. Runner at first. Here's a high fly ball out to center. Hernandez ranging after it. Drops into the glove. And there's one down.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
So a man aboard. Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. Step off, throw to first. Varsho back on a dive. That one finds the zone. That's strike one. Varsho leads off first with one away. And that's in there for a strike, and quickly 0-2. Ground ball left side, and it goes just foul. Stays alive. Goes down looking.
Man, he had the stanky leg on that one right there. That curveball just locked him up.
Next to hit, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
Isaiah Kiner-Falefa.
There's a swing and a drive. That's back. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Coming home. He will score.
Wastes no time there. First pitch fastball in a great spot to do some damage, and he squared it up nicely.
And stepping in is the speedy Andres Jimenez. And that one is in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Up the middle, and he knocks it down. The throw is still in time, and they get it out of the play. They get a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 5 innings complete. Blue Jays 7 and the Dodgers 1. Back now in Toronto. All set for the top of the 6th. And here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. There's the strike.
Some hitters are just more confident if they can track that first pitch out of the hand of the pitcher. They don't care if they fall behind 0-1.
That's towards center. Varsho under it. And out number 1 on the grab.
Now batting, catcher, Will Smith.
Here's the power hitting catcher, Will Smith. 0 for 2 in this one. There's a strike. Activity in the bullpen. Shane Bieber preparing to come on if needed. Number 68 also throwing. Next offering down low and in the dirt.
I got 1 ball, 1
The
strike.
Dodgers with a lot of ground to make up here in game 1 of the World Series. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's too high.
No, he's not afraid to fall into a 2-strike count. Knows the strike zone very well. So much so that I think umpires will look at him and determine whether it's a ball or strike, if he swings or not.
The Jays up big in this one, and we're the top half of the 6th. Lifted in the air, right field. Barger on the move to the alley. Hauls it in for the out.
Up next for the Dodgers, center fielder Teoscar
Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. Swing and a foul straight back. Two down, nobody on. That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. That one missed. Two outs. That one to first, and it stays fair. Makes the turn and heads for second. The throw in, and he's out. Cut down, and that ends the inning. And we're back, bottom of the 6th. Now it's the DH, George Springer. Fastball is outside. And it's even up. Movement in the bullpen. Number 86 looks to be getting ready for manager Dave Roberts. Ohtani, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. And there's a ball. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a foul ball, he stays alive. foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays.
Left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
Yeah, that's fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a curve is down and in. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Well, tough night at the dish. Punching out for the third time right there. He just hasn't looked very comfortable at the plate. A little unsure of his timing right now. Not picking up the spin and location of these pitches. They'll have some adjustments to make.
And now the first baseman, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's got a couple homers already, so can he possibly do it again?
Come on, man. Of course he can. Those two he hit were legit, and he looks pretty locked in right now at the dish.
And that's outside, and that's ball one. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. No trouble here, puts it away for the out. And that is that.
Now pitching for the
And
Blue
we've got
Jays.
ourselves a pitching change. Shane
Number
Bieber.
57.
Compared to some days, this is a pretty low leverage appearance for him, so he should be fairly free and easy out there. Still have to keep yourself sharp and attack the strike zone.
And now it's Max Muncy.
Picked up an RBI in his last at bat. Still their only run of the game so far.
And first offering is fouled off.
Looked like you got a little excited on that fastball. Got to think to yourself, I want to stay up the middle. That way, if you're a little bit early, you hit it out of the ballpark. You're a little late, opposite field knock.
Next pitch is outside. That one missed.
I can't play around with him here. It's a 6-run lead at this point. Got to attack hitters, even if you give up a solo shot.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Ripped on a line. Lucas makes the grab on the run.
That was just a great jump and route to the ball. Well, it had to be. If he was going to cover all that ground and bring in that sinking liner, that's the way it had to be done. Nice job.
Here's the left fielder, Kike Hernandez. That's in there. That's strike one. So the Dodgers are going to have to try and come from behind and try and get that offense going. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
No balls, 2 strikes.
That one
ball,
not
2
close.
strikes.
And that's ball one.
Ball 2.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. One down, base is empty. This one high in the air to left center. Varsho moving under it. 2 away down.
Up next For the Dodgers, second baseman Tommy Edman.
And here is Tommy Edman. Yeah, the pitch is in for a strike. It's 0-1. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the late stages of game 1. This is off the inside. And 1-1. And a strike in there. Good job to fight that one off. Pitch misses. 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
And there's a ball. Andy Pajes up next for the Dodgers. And down on strikes he goes. And a nice inning of work there as he sets him down 1-2-3. This one pretty well decided at this point. 7th inning stretch time. Blue Jays 7 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Shohei Ohtani.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. 1 for 3.
Alejandro Kirk.
First pitch doesn't find the zone. Ohtani, pretty much every manager's dream coming out of the pen. High strikeout, low walk. That is a recipe for success. That one ripped right center field. And it's into the gap. Now he turns and heads for second. The relay throw. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Well, for a manager, when you can have that one special arm in the bullpen that you know is just reliable, tell you what, that makes his job a whole lot easier to manage a ball from.
And as a hitter, are you thinking swing from pitch 1?
I'm trying to get comfortable. I'm trying to recognize what's he got today. What's he going to throw? How's he going to come at me? Try to get as much intel as you possibly can to give yourself a chance to succeed.
Next to hit, Dalton Varsho. In there, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
Swing and a miss. 99. How do you do?
That was straight queso right there.
The 0-2. Hard hit left side. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
Now batting, third baseman Ernie Clement.
Now the third baseman, Ernie Clement. And that's downstairs and outside.
Ball, that's out.
He hasn't wanted a challenge in both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
That one lifted to left. Hernandez makes the grab. And there's 2 away.
Up next for the Blue Jays, right fielder
Addison Barger next up for the Blue Jays. He's a guy, Chris, whose highlights include some of the best throws from the outfield that you will ever see. Definitely one of the best arms of the sport. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter.
Yeah, the infielders and the catcher can never give up on a play, because if this guy thinks he has a chance, he's going to throw it from the warning track if he has to.
Just missed. And he swings through that one.
He can live up in the zone all game if hitters will chase it. That's just too much velocity. Hitters got to look down in the zone.
There's the splitter in the dirt. Swing and a miss. Smith down to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. So they work around to lead off double. 8th inning coming up. Blue Jays 7 and the Dodgers 1. We go to the 8th, and here is Andy Pages. Bieber back to work. And that's off the outside edge. Ball 1. Ground ball, Vlad Jr. He'll do it himself. Leadoff man is out here in the 8th.
Now batting, designated hitter Justin Dean.
Justin Dean will hit next. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. Clips the outside corner. Strike 1. Bieber, a guy that comes at you with one of the biggest curveballs around. It's got a ton of movement. Out there to center, and that'll fall for a base hit.
And what makes it so good is the tilt and the late break to it. Kind of reminds me of Andy Pettit as far as how sharp that breaking ball is.
1 gone, runner at first. Here's Mookie now. Fly ball down the line. Barker calls it in, 2 away.
Boog, I think sometimes it's best to go up there and actually look for the breaking ball, because if you're trying to hit the fastball and adjust to that breaking ball, which you know he wants to put you away with, you're just going to swing and miss.
Freddie Freeman up to the dish.
All 1.
Next offering in there for a strike. And a count 1-1. The 1-1 is fouled off.
He's mixing his pitches really well late on that fastball after seeing the changeup. See if he can elevate one. I think if he does, he'll get the swing and miss.
Next pitch is outside. And now 2 balls and 2 strikes. To the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering. 3rd out, and that ends the frame. 1 left for LA. They're down 7-1. Back here at Rogers Center, on the bottom of the 8th. And now for the Jays, Isaiah Kiner-Falefa. That's in there, going 1. Swing and a ball popped up. Edman in position. Calls it in, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Andres Jimenez.
Here's the shortstop at the plate, Andres Jimenez. That's in for a strike.
Ball, that's off the plate.
Next offering is fouled back. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. One down, base is empty. And that's down and away. Very high with that one. And now it's 3-2. And there's ball four.
Pitches down.
Now batting, designated hitter, George
Man at first with one gone.
Springer.
Now it's the Toronto designated hitter, George Springer. First pitch misses. Out in front with the swing, and that is strike one.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike.
Well, triple digits on the gun. I know there are more pitchers that can reach that now than in the past, but it's still impressive to watch.
Swing and a miss. It's 2-2.
That front door slider is such a devastating pitch. You don't want to get beat by the inside fastball, so you cheat a little bit, and then by the time it gets there, it's out of the swing play.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And there's 2 down.
Now batting, left fielder, Nathan Lucas.
And next for Toronto, Nathan Lucas. 0 for 4 with 3 strikeouts and a flyout. Gets the outside corner with that one. Next offering is in for a strike. The Blue Jays up big in this one here in Game 1 of the World Series. And they'll do it again.
It's a tough pitch, but in terms of the best pitch you're going to get to hit in the at-bat, that fastball was down enough where you're going to catch up to one. That's the one. When he elevates, hitters aren't touching it.
Dunks one into left. And now first and second with 2 outs.
They had a pretty ugly over going into this game up until that at-bat, so a little sigh of relief there. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
So digging in, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And first offering is fouled off. And that's in the dirt.
1 strike.
Jimenez over at second. Lucas at first. 2 out of the inning. That's a strike thanks to the sweeper.
Well, he went inside a couple of times, and now outside. Hitter's not exactly sure where to look for this next pitch.
And that one is downstairs. The count now 2-2. That one missed. Alejandro Kirk on deck for the Blue Jays. Payoff pitch. Got him swinging. Gassed it right by him. 2 left on. We're on to the 9th in Game 1. Blue Jays 7 and the Dodgers 1.
Now pitching for
We're
the
back.
Blue
It's the
Jays.
top of the ninth, and there's a new pitcher on the
Number
mound,
48.
Sir Anthony Dominguez.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Here's the catcher to
Leading off
hit,
for
Will
the
Smith.
Dodgers,
0 for 3
Will
in this
Smith.
one. And the first
1-0.
pitch misses for ball 1. That one hammered left field, back there. Got all of that one. His second homer of this series. It's 7-2.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Teoscar Hernandez steps to the plate for the Dodgers. There's a strike. And a swing and a miss. Movement in the Blue Jays bullpen. Trey Savage, the rookie right-hander, is getting loose. Number 68, the lefty, warming up as well. The next offering misses. Going to count 1-2. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And that's the first out. Nice recovery after
Now
giving up the homer.
third baseman,
Max Muncy at the dish. Just missed. One out, base is empty, and a run in here in the late stages of game 1. Foul ball there. That one just misses.
Caught a break right there. Pretty good pitch on the outside corner.
That missed by a lot, and it's a full count. One run across in the frame so far here at the top of the ninth. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Now only one out remaining.
Boog, if you can set up
Now
a good
batting,
two-strike
left
splitter
fielder,
with the
TK
fastball on the previous
Hernandez.
pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
Hernandez in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike.
Nope, that's inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
That one finds the corner. 1-2. One strike away from securing game one. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper. Still 2-2 after the foul ball. Two down, nobody on. That one off the mark, and a full count now. Draws the walk there.
One of the things about that two-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a two-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Now pitching.
Trey Savage on the pitch here.
Number 39.
Man at first, Tommy Edman steps to the plate for the Dodgers. And first offering is fouled off. And a foul ball. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Ripped to right. And he's got it. Ball game. And the Blue Jays claim game one here at home.